Hello, everybody. I am here at ESGCT, and I have saved the best for last because we have members of ESGCT here representing the organization. I'd love to introduce them really quickly. So we have first Marija.
Hi, everyone. I'm Marija. I'm from Naples, Italy, and I'm a PhD student.
Okay. And what are you studying?
My projects are focused on developing gene editing-based gene therapy for retinal diseases and also liver-directed gene therapy.
That's amazing. That's awesome. I'm very excited about that. Sure, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure here at the show this year, you've been seeing some things you're pretty excited about too, some of the new announcements and breakthroughs.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, we'll get to that in a minute. Awesome. Okay. And then Juliette, how about you? You're from?
Hey, I'm Juliette. I'm from Paris, France.
Okay. And what are you studying?
So I'm a postdoc and I study AAV gene therapy for several diseases.
You said AAV?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of AAV.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Oh, okay.
That's
all right.
my baby.
Cool. Okay, good. Oh, awesome. Okay. And then Stefano, right?
Yes.
And where are you from?
Hi, from the UK. I'm a PhD student at UCL in London, and my project is focused on the development of genome editing approaches for the treatment of rare immune diseases.
Okay, wow. So some of you have been to ESGCT before, correct? Anybody first year? No, you've all been here before? Okay. So I always I've been asking this question for everybody. If you had to summarize ESGCT in one word, what one word would you use to summarize this experience?
Collaboration,
Okay.
let's say.
Yes. And when you say collaboration in what way?
Scientific collaboration, like concrete collaboration in projects based on the expertise in different parts of Europe.
Now, you said you're right now working in a university. Are you collaborating with any kind of businesses outside the university with the work you're doing yet?
No.
No, not yet?
No.
Okay. Do you see that that's going to happen at some point, that it has a commercial angle?
I would hope for my projects to get to that level.
It's what we all hope, I hope. Yes. And how about you? How would you summarize ESGCT in one word?
I would say insightful.
Insightful. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because there's so many good talks and you can discover the new topics, the new research, and yeah, that's amazing.
Okay. All right. And Stefano, how about you?
Yeah, I'm going to take a slightly different angle and say vibrant, in the way that I think the community is really fun. It's the opportunity for the whole field to get together within the continent and beyond. And ourselves as the representatives of the early career researchers, we're really trying to foster a vibrant community for the students to come together, in particular, and early career researchers to have a good time, but at the same time trying to help them with career development and really foster interaction between them and experts that are present at the meeting.
Yeah. So you guys are all on the board now, is that correct, of ESGCT? Okay. How long has ESGCT been around? Do you guys know? How many years?
1990,
I would say 30 years.
35.
So decades. We're talking about 3 decades or more.
Yeah.
And how have you guys noticed that the show has maybe changed even in the last few years? Have you noticed anything different that over year? What do you think?
More and more people. Yeah,
More
joining.
people.
Yes. So that's really exciting, meaning that a lot of people are interested in this field.
So if people come up to the booth this week and wanted to ask about joining the society, what's one thing that you guys like to say people should join for? Is it for the networking? Is it for the education? Is it for the opportunity? I noticed when I showed up that somebody walked over and they had just received a travel grant from you guys. So maybe you could talk a little bit more about the benefits of ESGCT.
I would start again from the scientific perspective, because ESGCT brings together people from various different backgrounds and various different fields. I think that getting here really allows everybody to discover the state of art of many different technologies and different fields. And I think in the world of medicine as well, I mean, gene and cell therapies have revolutionized completely.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
The care. And from the young researcher perspective, I think ESGCT is a society that really cares about the young researchers, the students, and also close contacts with the experts and guidance, inspiration, and help.
Yeah, it bridges that gap. Yeah, I believe that too. And actually, I should have said this earlier, and I'll probably edit this. This is the 32nd annual Congress, so it has to be 32 years old. I should have remembered that. And it's like all the different signs and everything. Okay, so you guys have been here all week, and here we are at the end of the show. Have there been any specific key takeaways that you guys have heard about or you've been a part of that you're very excited about, that you've seen or experienced this week?
From a kind of scientific perspective and from my own field and within gene editing, there's certainly been a boom in the novel delivery mechanisms, and something that I've observed this year that perhaps wasn't so evident last year is the rise of lipid nanoparticles as a kind of novel modality for delivering genome editing payloads. There's been a multitude of talks on it, and at the same time, on the more industrial side and, around with the vendors and the booths and things, there's people providing solutions in order to use those technologies too. So that's certainly seems to be hugely on the rise this year. And
that's awesome. Okay, Juliette, how about you?
I was so happy to see the progress in clinical trials on AAV gene therapy based trials. Like, it was amazing. The Duchenne one, we saw 2 of them, and it works actually. And it's really
science is magic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was wearing a shirt the other day that said "Science is magic, but it's real." Okay, any key takeaways that you have?
I've just heard a very interesting talk on reprogramming the cardiomyocytes to restore the HDR. And I think that can be very interesting for applying different genome editing strategies that would otherwise not be possible in terminally differentiated cells.
That's cool. So you coming out to the show each year is definitely a place where you're getting to see this stuff become a reality and seeing your work actually get part of this community too and contributive. I think every little bit counts. I think that's an important thing to do as well. All right. So last question I have for each of you is, do you have any advice for folks that are looking to get into this industry if they're either still in school or they're just kind of interested in the cell and gene therapy space? Do you have any advice for folks that might want to try this kind of out as a career?
I think it's something that people should discover as a passion, let's say innate. Yes. Maybe drive to do anything that this very wide field could offer, and then just follow that passion, I suppose.
I love that. We should follow our passion. That's good. How about you guys? Any advice you have for folks that are interested in this career?
Yeah, just to echo what Marija said, once you have identified that passion, have a real open mind about the opportunities that are out there and research as much as you can. As someone who's been on both the academic and the industrial side, I think that there's huge value, particularly early on, in exploring everything there is to offer as opposed to kind of funneling into one. Because ultimately, on both sides, you can contribute to something that can bring meaningful therapies for patients, and one should be very grateful to be in a position to do that, especially early on.
Yeah, we all feel really fortunate to be part of this. Do you have any advice for anyone?
No, I would add, I do agree, and I would add to work on the networking, like on social, like LinkedIn, like you could peer with peers, and that's really important. Yeah, and you could have a lot of possibilities on that.
I agree. Actually, for those that do take a chance to get to some of these shows, which I'm very excited that you guys give out travel grants, for folks that are interested in this career, I think coming out to the show and networking, like you're saying, is very, very important. And then just seeing all the research that's going on. You really can't see all that just by staying at the lab and staying at your bench all day long. You want to get out there and experience the world that's around us. Okay. Well, you guys have been fantastic. Marija, thank you so much. And Juliette, thank you so much. Yeah. And Stefano, thank you so much. Everybody, this has been a fantastic week here at ESGCT. I would like to thank the organizers for putting on such a great show. I hope that you guys will join them next year in
Hamburg.
Okay, join us. Yes, 2026. So we'll see you there. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.